Hi, today I'm gonna talk about the game Aliens Hadley's Hope. This game was released in 2018. It is released only in the Spanish language and is licensed by Fox. The game is of the company Crazy Pawn, which I believe it no longer exists. The reception of the game was not very good because the rules included were not clear and had a lot of holes. So also the production materials of the game weren't very good. So a lot of people complained about this. And after a few years, in 2021, the author of the game, along with another an enthusiast of the game, helped him to make these 2.0 rules that are only available in Spanish. These rules are uploaded in BGG, and you can download them, but the first thing that you have to do is to learn Spanish because they're only in Spanish. Okay, I learned to play the game directly with these 2.0 rules, and the game is enjoyable for Alien fans. It's not the best Aliens game I've played, but it's not bad. All right, so what I'm going to show you is how it is played. I'm not going to do I'm not going to talk about all the rules, but the idea is to show you how this game is played, all right, and also the materials that come along with the game. All right, so to begin, the game it is played in that board that it's made of different parts. All right, these parts are you place them together and how the rules say you to place them. So here I'm going to play on a 1-2 player. All right, so this is the disposal. As you can see, it's the same that it's marked here. All right, if you play with 3-4 player, would be like this, and with 5 or 6 players is like this. All right. Also, you have to know that these 2.0 rules that you have to print, they are not entirely clear because the game has a lot of mini rules, and so you'll see that I have a lot of notes and a lot of things that are made for me to understand better and to clarify all the rules. So you'll see that it's not only a matter of learn Spanish, but to study the rules and also to complete them with some things that are not entirely clear in them. All right, so these rules are far better than the original, but even with so, I think there should be a 3.0 rules to make it more playable. All right, so now I'm going to show you the tiles, because that is the board, but it is made of these tiles that are in the game are turning all the time. These are corridors with numbers that when you put them into play, it has sense. Also, along with the corridors, there are rooms. All right, like this one, that's the hive, the infirmary. This one is the workshop. All right, so as you can see, there are a lot of rooms. I think there are 10 in total, and also you have the beginning tile that it's the dock. All right, also with the new set of rules, there also came the author and his collaborator. The author is the original author of the game is, let's see if I can make this, okay, Jorge Daniel Jiménez, and the collaborator is José Fernando Ceballos Castillo. As I said, these rules are made with a lot of love because the game was originally unplayable. It was broken and with a lot of holes, all right? So the game is a little bit difficult because it has a lot of mini rules, but it's not complex, on a heavy side. It's not complex, but you have to take into account a lot of things that you can miss or you can forget, all right? So perhaps in this playthrough, I'll make some mistakes. Please forgive me. Also forgive me for my English because I'm not native speaker Spanish, so I'll do my best, all right? So now, and another thing, I want to show you the original materials that came. Well, this one, there were standees for the players. For example, you have this for the green player. As you see, is a piece of plastic. I don't know if it can be shown very well. Let's see if it focuses. Well, it is not very. You can see it very well, but it's a piece of plastic that came along with this stand. So the idea is to put the plastic inside, but as you see, it's not, well, it can maintain, but it's not comfortable to play with that, all right? So I changed these original pieces for miniatures, all right, that fit very well into this board game, and also the original alien queen that it came, that you have also to put it here, and as you see, it cannot stand easily. I changed it for this other miniature, all right? This is only aesthetical changes. I left the queen there and the miniatures here. Also, as you can see, there is an auxiliary cardboard where we have some tokens. Those are locks to be put in each in these tiles. You can put it here, for example, or here. As you use actions, you can put this. Also, when you put this, you make that an alien that wants to cross, or well, not an alien exactly, just a threat that you don't know exactly what it is. These are the threats, these discs. If the threat has, as you see, it has a number and a point. This is one strength and one movement, all right? Then this strength, these discs move, and then you have two strength, two movements. This goes up to 3, 2 movements, 4 and 2 movements, 5 and 3 movements. There's the point is not very good to see, but you can guess there are 3 points, and the maximum is 6 of strength and 3 movement, all right? It all begins on 1, and well, the base of the game is that these discs are hunting you, and they can be a cat, they can be an alien, they can be a face hugger, and they also can be a colonist, all right? The objective of the game is that the goal of the game is that you are a ship that lands here in Hadley's Hope to help colonists and to rescue them, all right? So the goal is, if you play with 2 players, you have to rescue 2 colonists that don't have to be infected. All right, if one of them are infected and you go out in the ship, in this ship, you get out of the base with the ship, you lose the game. You have to take 2 colonists and also escape. And the colonists must not be infected. Also, the players must not be infected, and escape in the ship. All right. So the first tile, it goes like this. You put it in the perimeter. Also, you put the players. These are the cards, the cardboard of the players. The cardboard of the players had different markers. One for the actions. Each player has 5 actions that are with this counter. Each time you do an action, this goes down, all right, until 5. Also, you have 6 lives. When you reach 0 lives, you die, as you can imagine. Also, you have resources that you have to find and to use to use the objects that you are going to find along the when you're playing the game. The objects are represented in these tokens that each time you reveal a room and it has objects, well, you put it in the room, and the objects can be taken and used. All right. This is a power loader that comes with the game. With the game, it comes. There are 2 power loaders. They're just cardboard. I'm going to show you the one that it's not built. As you can see, there are this cardboard, 4 pieces that when you build it, it ends like this. This begins here in the same place that the players. As you can see, the miniatures I chosen can fit here, so you can play with the power loader and the miniatures. But now they all start without the power loader. I'm not going to tell you all the mini rules that are here, but well, it's just like for you to see how the game is played, and well, so you can have an idea. Look, this is another standee that came with the original game. When a player loses in the game, if there are still other players, he becomes a xenomorph. All right. So if the green player dies, or a chest buster goes along of his chest, he will turn into this. I changed it for these miniatures that came with the Another Glorious Day in the co-op game. All right, just for aesthetics. I think they're a lot better than using the other thing. All right. Then when you die and you have to play as a xenomorph, you flip this card, and well, you'll have actions. Also, you have less actions than when you're human. When you're human, you have 5 actions. Then when you're a xenomorph, you have 3. Also, your objectives are other. You have to capture humans. So you have each time you capture a human, well, you just push a token to mark how much humans you have. And also each turn you grow one ability. So when you are in 2, you always have another ability. When you're in 4, you have another ability. When you're 6, you have another. When you play as a xenomorph, the goal is just to capture colonists and other players. And if there are more than one xenomorph, the xenomorph that wins is the one that capture more humans. All right. But in any case, in this case, you will win like a minor win. All right, so you will have a major win if you win with the human. So you have to try to remain human, because, well, nobody wants to be an alien, I think, not me at least. But if you are an alien, well, your objectives change. All right. Also, this is the the token I use for the first, to mark the first player. Originally, it came this one of card. It's not bad, but I prefer this one. All right, I think it's better, and I see it also better. So now the first player will be the red one. All right, and now I have to put all these tiles. All the room tiles that, as you see, are yellow, and the corridor tiles have to be mixed. But there are more corridor tiles and room tiles than well, places to put them. So I have to take out 10 of the corridors. All right, so I'm going to mix them and take out 10. I don't have to see which corridors I'm taking out, so I'm doing it out of the camera, because it's, well, it's more comfortable for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now I'll mix them with the rooms, except, as I said before, with the dock that it's already placed in the beginning. All right, so I'm mixing this. Oh, I didn't have to see this, but okay, now I have all mixed, and I do this. All right, I think it's all right. So now I'm putting the tiles. The only thing you have to do is to the tiles, you can put it as long as you keep the corridors with the numbers. All right, so they are aligned, so later this will be important. Each time you discover a tile, you have to do some things like put tokens in it, or you can use some things that you can find, like resources. There are two kinds of resources in the game. There is the nuclear resources and the magnetic resources. All right, so these resources are made to use objects in the game. You have to take resources, and also take the resources and also use them wisely. All right. So also another things. The original game came with two dice that are green dice that didn't have anything of particular, and I changed them just for aesthetics for the dice that came with the role playing game of Alien, of Free League, a very good game. Well, this is just aesthetics, all right? So I won't talk many much of that. As I said, these tokens are the objects. These other tokens are the threads that are linked with these disks. These other tokens are let's say that if you have one of these, you can, I'm going to show you. If you have one of these, you play with them with the back side, and in one moment of the play, you have to turn it out, turn over the token. If this is the thing that it is, there's no problem. This is it means that this is human and it is not infected. All right. If this is shown, it means you are infected and not also infected, but you die because you or a colonist die because of chest burster. All right. So there are a few of these. I'm going to mix them a little bit, and also each turn there happens to be a fault token that can be one of three things. These are the three fault tokens, and each turn one room has to be you must put a fault token on one room. All right, it could be an orange, yellow, or red. The red one is that you cannot turn or turn the rooms. The yellow one is that you cannot. It's a gas fault, and all the actions you make in that room, you have to use the double of actions, right? And the orange one is it means that you cannot put a seal or a lock in that room. These are the seals and the locks. Normally in all my place I don't usually use them, but perhaps you can use them. This is the lock and this is the seal. All right. Also, these are the colonists that you must find in this game. The goal is to find as at least as so colonists as number of players. So I have to find 2 colonists, and they must not be infected. All right. If they are infected and I escape in the ship, I lose the game. So once I have collected or rescued 2 colonists, I have to be sure that they are not infected. Remember with these pieces to remember and to see if they are not infected. There are special abilities of, in this case, the scientific, that it's the green player that can see in the same tile. If it stays in the same tile as a colonist, he can see the token. He can turn out the token that the colonist has to see if it's infected or not. All right. If it is infected, even the colonist or another player, you can go to the surgery where you can remove that infection. All right. All right. So once I showed you all the tokens and I've prepared the game, another thing I forgot is the cards. All right. So to begin, well, these cards doesn't have any art on them, and as you see, you have to follow all what the card says. All right, the cards are in Spanish, but they don't say a lot. Only I think only in this line there's certain events that happen. All right, the events can be the threats have more strength, or there are some certain rooms that get a lock, etc. All right. Also, here in the beginning it says eclosion. This means that in the board, as you can see, there are different sectors. This is, for example, the sector G, sector green sector. This is sector P. This is sector Y, and this is yellow, etc. Each sector has its own letter and number. All right, so this is the G2 sector. This is the G1. This is G4. This is W1. Well, there are various, and here where it says eclosion in 4, it means that in all the 4 sectors. For example, in G4, if there is a colonist here that has one of these tokens, you have to look the token. If it's a chest buster, the colonist dies, all right, or the player. Also, you have to see in P4, in Y4, etc. All right, then the next line is where the fault, remember these tokens, is put. If these tokens are, there are no more tokens of this, and you have to put one more, the game is over because the base, the colony collapse and you die, all right? Then you see where does the fault goes. Here it says in M2. If you go to M2, and M2 in this case is not in play because M2 it's this that it's out of the game, then you have to go to the next, to R2. Then you look, and R2 is right there. So you will have to put the token there and flip it out, all right? The next thing you see is the event. Here it says that in the bridge P, I've mentioned it bad. This piece is named bridge, and each of these circles are, or tiles, or where the tiles are inserted, there are sectors, all right? So here it says that in P, it says close all the doors 1, 3, and 5 of the sectors 1, 3, and 5. So you have to go to P and do what it is saying. If the tiles are not revealed, you simply don't do this, all right? Then it says to move the queen. Then this is where you put the threats. The word here of threat in Spanish is amenazas. So you will have to put the threat in G4. You will have to look for G4 and put it. If G4 is not in play, or if it's another figure in G4, you will have to go to M4 and so successive with the rest, all right? This is for the Xeno players. Where do you put the Xeno player once your player is dead? And also this is to look for colonists in certain rooms that have a control station, and well, you can use an action to throw a dice, and if you get let's say a 2 in the dice, in W3 it would appear a colonist, all right? If you throw a 3, well, pues in Y3. If you throw a 4 in P3, etc. Right? So now you have to take, for 2 players, you have to take 16 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So I take out the other cards out. And for the first turn, you turn over the first card and you ignore this part. All right. So you only do the part that is below. That it says threat in Y5. The first threat is the threat of the first player. So I'll take this one and go to Y5. Y5 is here, all right? Then I put the card here, and the red player begins to play. Remember, the red player has 5 actions. And remember, we have to look for 2 colonists and escape again in this room. Where is the ship? There, all right? Also, one thing I didn't say is that there are some stickers that I have to put them in the tiles, and also in these tokens, and in these tokens, and there are stickers that are made by the same people that made the 2.0 rules. All right, these tokens are made to balance the play, and also to maintain secrets, some certain things, or into better gameplay. All right. I'm not going to show you where I put the stickers, but well, if you're interested, you only have to go to the file sector, the file section of BGG, and look up there. Also, the queen that I didn't talk about that appears if the hive is revealed. All right, the hive is one of these tiles. If it is revealed, the queen appears, and she has to go. Her mission is to go to the dock and remain there. All right. If she is going and happens to get in touch with one of the players or a colonist, those are captured. All right. You only can fight against the queen with the power loader, as you can imagine. The power loader doesn't make anything against the xenomorphs or the face huggers or whatever other threat that you might encounter. All right, so now I've made this, and now it's the turn of the red. All right, so the first action I'm going to do with the red is it's to reveal this room. Now, how do I put the room? You have to look which number is here. In this case, it's number 2. So you have to align the number 2 of the tile that is here. Well, I align it like this. I just used the first action. I'm going to use another action that is going to be to reveal this one. This one is the canteen. All right, so the canteen, as you can see, it has a lot of corridors open, and also it shows you a magnetic symbol. All right, this magnetic symbol is you can recharge the magnetic resource in this room, in this type of rooms, and you will ask, or you will be curious that why there are two equal symbols here instead of one. That is because one of it's a sticker that I had to put because initially in the original game it was only a a magnetic symbol and a nuclear one. So you could recharge in the same room both type of sources, but with these new rules, this doesn't happen anymore, and there are certain rooms that you can recharge magnetic symbols, others nuclear only. All right. This other symbol is the type. It is saying that there are two objects here. All right. So now I'm going to put the one with the one. All right. They are aligned, and I'm going to put two objects here. I cannot see them unless I'm in this tile, and I used another action. I think that the third action I'm going to do is to look for this one. Whoops. I'm going to look for this one. I'm going to align it 5 with 5. This goes like this. It's not very good. I've wasted 3 actions for nothing. I'm going to move here for another action, and I'm going to reveal this. I'm going to reveal this one for another action. All right. So, okay. So now I've wasted all my actions of red player, and now it's the turn of the green player. All right. So the first thing we have to go back again to the card, the active card, and see where does the threat token goes. All right. In this case, you see that the Y5 it's in use and it cannot be in the same, so it goes to B5. B5 it's, let's see where it is. B5 it's not in play, so we go to the next one, P5. P5 is this is one. This one is P5. All right, now, another thing I forgot. Each time this token is put in play, you have to take one of these threat markers and put it to the corresponding player. I didn't put it before in the red one because I forgot, but now I'm putting it, all right? And now I put the green one because this token is into play. Now it's a green player turn. All right, so let's see what I can do. The first thing I'm going to do is to move here, and I'm wasting one. And now I can see the objects. Because I'm playing solo, the objects, let's say that the red player is going to see which objects are here, but in the original rules, these objects can only be seen by the green player. This is because if you're playing with hidden roles that you can play with it, it is mandatory that the objects cannot be seen by the players that are not in that tile. All right, so here there is a sentinel. It's a good thing, and also there's a flamethrower. It's also a good thing. Now, the things that you see here it says flamethrower. Here it says that for its use, you have to have a nuclear resource. All right. Now we haven't got no nuclear resources, and we are in a tile where we only can get magnetic resources. We cannot get nuclear. So I could take this one, but I'm not going to be able to use it because I don't have the token. Also, you see these symbols. This means that this is related to the symbols that the player has here. So the star, that is the red player. If the star means that you have to waste two actions to learn to use the flamethrower. For the one with the one that it's not this one, you will know how to use this flamethrower without having to learn it. All right. So in this case, the green player, has these three symbols, these three lines, and it means that you have to waste one action to learn to use the flamethrower. So what I'm going to do, this is the other thing. This is a sentinel. You can put a sentinel in one tile, and if a threat goes through it, the threat disappears. All right. So, but I don't have. Also, I still haven't got a nuclear resource. So what am I going to do? Not sure. I wasted one. I could pick. I'm going to pick both, I think. Yeah, I'm going to pick both. So that means this one goes to the. No, this is too much. No, I'm going to leave the sentinel because the sentinel has a star, and that means with a 0. That means that the other player knows already how to use this and doesn't have to waste actions to learn it. So I'm going to leave the sentinel here, and I'm going to pick the flamethrower. All right, the flamethrower goes to the one to the here that it's a one marked, and this is for picking the object, and this is for learning the object. Now I could use it if I find a resource, a nuclear resource. I still have 2 actions pending, so I'm going to use one of it to reveal this one, that it's not aligned for me. I had a little bit of bad luck here. As you see, this is a 6, that it is aligned with the 6 that from the tile that I want to exit, and I have used one action for this, and because I don't want this threat to get me, this threat moves 1 right now. I'm going to go back here and use my final action. Also, there are 2 objects here, so I'll put them here. This is the surgery, all right? It's called the laboratory. It also has a control station, and it also has a medical kit and a magnetic symbol, which is the one I don't need. All right, so now it's the next turn, and I take the next. Oh, sorry, and I change the marker of the player. I put this on 0. The actions reset. And now I read what happens. Eclosion on 3 and 1. There are no colonists, nor we don't have any tokens of this kind, so this doesn't matter. Now, it is said that it is a fault in V3. It is not in place, so we go to R3. We take a fault and go to R3, that it is right here. This means that this tile cannot turn, or excuse me, cannot. I'm not. I don't remember the word in English, but cannot be moved clockwise or counterclockwise. All right. Okay, so now the next thing is in P. P is this sector. It says. Okay, it says turn in clockwise or the sectors 1 position. All right, so clockwise, we move this 1 position, move this 1 position, and this 1 position. All right. Now, it says to move the queen. If the queen is in play, it is not in play. Now, we go to the threats. The threats are already in place, so we don't have to check this. We only move the threats. The threat of the player that is playing right now, that is the green one. All right, so the green threat moves 1 position. Where shall it go? Well, it has to go where the closest human is, and it must be a clear path, all right, to go. Here is open to go for this one that is the closest. This is 1 and 2. If you would like to go to here, 1, 2, 3. This is not the closest, so this one moves 1, and also once it has moved, it increases 1 and now has 2 movements. 2 strength and 2 movements. All right, it's more dangerous now. But remember, it can be something that like a cat or a colonist, so we don't know. Now it's the turn of the green player. We have again 5 actions. Let's see what we can do. I have to look for more objects. Let's see. My first action is to move here. Second action, well, this is, I don't have, oh, there's another flamethrower and a place to hide. The place to hide is not strictly an object. You can't take it, you only can use it. All right, it says 0 because the use is it costs 0 to learn it, and you don't have to have a resource token to use it. If you hide, the threat doesn't look after you and then would go against other player. All right, even if you are closer. So I already have a flamethrower. I'm not interested in taking this one. On the hiding place, not very interested. So I'm going to leave both here, both objects, and what I'm going to do is to take one magnetic resource by using one action. You cannot use in the same turn more actions to gain more resources. So this action can only be made once in each turn. All right. So now I have one magnetic token that for another object, not for the ones that I have, not for the one that I have that it needs a nuclear, but it could go well for that. Now I'm going to see what is this for another action. Let's see. Good. This is good because here you can see the nuclear symbol. This means that I can have a nuclear resource here. All right. So now I have to align these corridors. The 3 goes with the 3 of here. This is the anger. All right. And now there are 2 objects here. There is also a control room that it goes very well to being used with to search for colonists. The first thing I did, I think, was go there. All right. The second one was to, all right. So now the third was to reveal that tile. The fourth is to go over here, and the fifth, well, let's wait. Let's see what objects are here. Well, here you have a scanner and a medical kit. Very useful both. But now what I'm more interested, I think, is I'm going to recharge the nuclear. All right, so now I can use the flamethrower. I wasted all the actions, and now it goes the turn to red. First thing is to move the threat disk, that, because it is closer to the red one, is going to go it's going to move 1. It also goes here, and is going to increase in 2. Next time it's going to move 2. All right, and now it's the red turn. I think I have to go. I have to leave from here quickly. First move is going to be here. Here we have a sentinel. This one was the first action. Second action is going to take the sentinel. As you can remember, the red one, it has a star. This means that I already know how to use the sentinel. The only thing I need is a nuclear resource. So I move 1 to take the sentinel. Is second action. This goes here. Now I know how to use it. Third action is going to be move there. Fourth action is going to be move here. And fifth action is going to be to take a resource. All right. So now it is the time to, I don't remember where those, oh yeah, scanner and a medical kit. And now it is time to take another card. Oh, this one goes back here. So this card says occlusion in 5, which doesn't matter right now. This is a fault in Y1. Y1 is right here. The fault is gas. That, as you can remember, the gas means that there has to be used 2 actions to make for normally when you normally have to use 1 action. Then in that place In that tile, you have to use 2 actions. Also, it says event. In W bridge, close. Close. There is no W. All right. Or yeah, there is. Close 1, 2, 1, 3, and 5 doors of sectors 1, 3, and 5. So I have to take these ones. Let's see. Of sectors 1, 3, and 5. This is the one that goes here for sector 3. For sector 1, this goes here. 1, 3, and 5. And 1, 3, and 5. Here is another one. There are more tokens, huh? 1, 3, and 5. All right. So now, well, let's see what happens. Also, it says move the queen. This you don't have to use this one because the new rules says that this doesn't take place now. So now is the threads movement. Let's see. The threads has to have a clear path to go to the closest player. All right. So they now both move 2. Let's see what they can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because it is closed. All right. If you see it, this is not a clear path. Oh yeah, it's a clear path to enter because it has a 1, and this disk has a 2 strength. So because it has a 2 and this is locked for 1, it could pass, but for 3 that is here, it cannot pass. So the clearest path should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it moves 2, 1, and 2, and it also increases to 3. It was here 1, 2. It increases to 3. All right. Now let's see. It is red's turn, and red it's going to first thing it's gonna do is take 1 action and recharge another nuclear resource. The second is going to be flip this one. 4 and 4. There is no connection. One thing I didn't say is that these tokens can move freely and in tiles that are not discovered yet. But once they are discovered, they have to move like the players in the corridors. So this path is now closed. All right. Let's see. I've used 1 action just to reveal that one. I have a sentinel and I have nuclear resource. Also, I could... No, I'm not very... Oh, well, I could take this one. Yeah, I'm going to take... All right, 1, 2... 1, 2... Okay, I'm going to take this scanner, all right? The scanner, it's to the use it has is to see exactly what are the threats. All right, so we will reveal these tokens. To take the scanner, I need to use 1. So I use 1, and this one goes to, as you see, because it has the star. It was to the 1 that is here. You can only have 6 objects. All right. So now that it is here, I'm going to use one to learn how to use, and now I'm going to use one. Oh, I don't have no, a magnetic. The one that has a magnetic token is this one. Um, mm, 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 mm. Well, what I'm going to do is to use one action to receive one magnetic token by this player that it's because it's in the same tile. All right, so now I can use the magnetic token that now is here. I can use it for one action. I use the magnetic token and I want to see what is here. All right, so I'm going to look for the red, the one in the red. Oh, it's just a cat. All right, it's Jonesy, let's say. So what happens here? I now know what it is here, but because it hasn't been revealed reaching any player, now I know that it's a cat, but it doesn't mind. I'm not concerned about that token, so I can continue to play. I have no more actions, so now it's the green turn, and first it moves the disk token. It does exactly the same as the other one, 1 and 2, and now increases in 1. Now it has 3. All right, the only difference is that I don't know what is here. No, excuse me, 1 and 2. No, I did something that it's not good made, because it was here. No, there's no clear path, so going from here, there's no clear path. 1 and 2, it would remain here, but there's no clear path because this is closed. This has a lock with a 3, and this one has a strength 2. So excuse me, it couldn't go from here. It could go like this, but no, like this. This one cannot because it's locked by 5. So when here it also cannot. It could go like from here, pass through here. It's here is a 1, but it cannot because then it had to go against a 3, and it has 2 strength. So if it's not a clear path, what it does is to increase in 2, 3, and 4, and it remains here. All right. All right. So now it's green turn, and green, what are you gonna do? Let's remember what was here. Medical equipment, and I could take it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. This could be useful in the future if I've had to operate a colonist or the other player. All right, or even the green player. So I'm going to take it. It goes here. I waste one action, and now I waste another action to learn how to play it. And now I'm going to increase my resource, my nuclear resource, by one more action. And I'm going to use, because we are in a control station, I'm going to look after a colonist. I'm going to throw a die. All right, it says in 1. in 1, we take the card and we look after here where it is set. Let's see. Oh, please focus. Well, it doesn't want to. Oh, here. In G2, all right? There's the 1 in G2. It appears a colonist. G2 is right here. So a colonist is here. Now I know where I have to go. And I could throw again to take another colonist. Oh, let's see. Here, what did I do? I take 1 nuclear weapon for 1 action. Second action, it was to take this one, learn this one. Third action, this was for looking for the colonist, and I'm going to look for another colonist. I'm going to throw another, and this one goes to 4. So now I look what does it says in 4, and it says in R2 there is another colonist. So I put another colonist in R2 that it's right here. All right. Now I know where are the colonists. Now I have to go after them, rescue them, and go back here. And pray for the colonists that they are not infected. All right. So now I ended the turn. This one goes back to here, and I take the next card. This one resets, action resets. And now I see eclosion in 3 and 5. It doesn't matter. Now fault in P1. Let's see. P1 is here. All right. In R, move in clockwise all the sectors in R. All right. So I'll move in R clockwise all the sectors. Here, 1. This, perhaps you may think that this doesn't matter, but it could matter. So I'm moving it. Okay, and then the thread. We go to the thread. It is the green thread, the first one that moves. Because this hasn't... Oh, let's see. This one is 3, 1. Now it can go because it has 4 strength. It can go 1, 2, 3. Remember, when a threat enters and it has more force than the lock, it destroys the lock. 3. This other lock has a 3 strength, so it's also destroyed. And this one the same, 3 and 4. Now we will see what is here in the green. So we go to the green marker and see, oh, it's a colonist. We have a lot of luck. It's a colonist. Now I have to say that if a colonist appears and there are already 2 colonists on play, this one is taken as if it were a cat. So the colonist, it's bad luck in this case, but the colonist stays out. Now the disc goes back again to 1 and goes here. And now it's green turn. Let's see what the green can do. I have to go for that colonist, so first thing I'm going to do is yeah, I'm going to move. Let's see. This one is in the nuclear. Let's see. I'm going to increase the nuclear for 1 action. I'm going to move here as a second action. Let's see what was here. There's a flamethrower that for the red player is good. All right. So I'm moving here as a second action. I'm going to rebuild this tile for a third action. 6. 2 objects. This is the third action. I'm going to move fourth action. Let's see which objects are here. Here's a flare and a scanner. Well, you already know what the scanner does. The flare, it doesn't need to be learned. As you can see, it has a 0. So the flare, immediately you can use it. And the mode to use it is to throw it to another tile that is connected, and the threads go after this, all right? So I'm going to take the thread, the flare by one. Oops, where were I? Here. I'm going to take the flare for one action. Yeah, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to leave the scanner here. For now, I'm not going to use it. All right. Now it's the turn of the red. Now the red disc begins to move. It has a 3 strength. Here we have a 5 strength lock, so it cannot go through here. It could go from here, 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 but 1, 2, 3, 4, or could do 1, 2. All right, so now the famous cat appears. We already know that it's a cat, so we take it over, and this disc goes back again to 1 strength and goes here. And now it's the turn of the of the red player. And that what I'm going to do, I could go here to try to rescue the other colonist, and then both go back here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, this is the red player. First thing I'm going to do is to increase my nuclear resource by 1 by using 1 action. Second is going to be to move here. Third is going to be to take the flamethrower. Fourth, the flamethrower has a 0 mark, for the star, so it goes here. Fourth is going to be move here, and 5 move here. All right, so I'm not going bad in the game. I think I could accomplish it. Let's see. Now the turn is over, so this one goes here. We reset all the actions again, and we take the next card. Let's see, eclosion. Oh, something I forgot. Once there are 2 colonists, we have to put, the right thing is to put here and here, because there are 2 colonists. Now the colonists can die, because this perhaps can be chestbusters. All right, I think in the last turn they were also, but in the last turn it was in 3 and 5 eclosions, and these ones are in 2 and 2. Okay, in G2 and R2, so there's no problem. I didn't cheat. Okay, now it's an eclosion in 5. That also doesn't match where the colonists are, so it doesn't matter. There's another fault in G2. This goes to G2, exactly where the colonist is. Remember, this fault, the orange fault, what does is that all the lockers, all the locks and all the seals go out, all right? There are no seals right now, but if you cannot put a seal or a lock right now because there is this fault here. Now, the event is, okay, it says mix, in Spanish, it says mix all the threats counters, all the threat tokens. We have very good luck here because the only two tokens that have appeared are a cat and a colonist. So we'll mix them again. I'm not going to look. You are looking, but I'm not. So I don't know where are they right now. Okay, so now we continue with reading the card, and the next thing is threats. The first threat goes to B4, the threat of the red player. There is no B bridge, so we go to the next, to G4. G4 is exactly here. Oof, very close. All right. All right. Let's see what I can do. Let's see. Okay. First action of the red is going to be to move here. Or even, no, I think it's better to move this right here. Why? Because then the threat cannot move through here, all right? This is the first. So I move this one. Second is going to reveal this tile. And it goes here, a 4 with a 4. Remember, we have here a fault, and we have here this colonist. This is the second to reveal the tile. Third is to come here. Fourth is to pick up the colonist. We pick it up to show that we have the colonist. We put it here, all right? The colonist is this one because it's the same draw, all right? The same picture of this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the same. I'm going to put more light. Perhaps you see it better right now, I'm not sure. So now I have a colonist and I have an extra move. I have to be sure that this colonist is not infected. So I'm going to go here where it is an infirmary. I go back and waste my final action, all right? So now this is the turn of the green player. The first thing we do is to put the disc in the place where it has to be put, all right? So B4, it's not in play. G4, it's already occupied, so we go to the next. M4, M4, it's not in play, we go to the next. P4, P4, it's in play. P4 is right here, all right. Okay, so next thing is the green player has to move. Let's see what I can do. I don't remember what was this. Oh, a scanner. The green player hasn't got a scanner. Let's see how much does this scanner cost, because another weird thing about this game is that the objects not always cost the same to be learned. Okay. For example, as you can see, I'm going to maintain this, but these are not the same. These are not the same values. As you see, okay, this one for the star has a value of 1, but this one for the star, the other one for the star has a value of 0. This is a very strange, weird thing. I think they made it to be more tactical, or I'm not sure. All right, so this one was the one that was here. And what can I do? Do I take it? No, I think it's not I'm not going to waste an action for this. The other player has already the scanner. So the first action I'm going to do is to reveal this tile. 3 with 3, 2 more objects go here, and excuse me, this is not very well put here. All right. So that was the first. The second one is going to be to move here. Let's see which objects are here. Well, here we have an explorer and a sentinel. Sentinel costs me 2 to use, and the explorer cost me 1 to use. The explorer is to explore rooms without being in them. With this object, it can go moving. It's not a bad object, but I'm not sure if I'm very interested having it right now. Well, I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to learn it yet. All right, so I'm going to take it using 1, but to learn it, I should have to use another one, but I'm not going to use another one action. So I'm taking it, but leaving it there. And the sentinel, I'm going to leave it here. And I'm going to use another action to move this one. So now I can reveal this tile. Let's see what is here. Okay. This is like this. And my last action is go here. All right. This is the green. This is my last action. And now we change the marker and we take the next card. Okay, it says eclosion on 5 and 2. Let's see. We have a colonist here. That is because it's with this character. All right, this is G. Well, this is G1. Okay, no, it doesn't affect here. And there is R2. Okay, so here there is an eclosion. We're going to see if this colonist that it's in R2, if it is infected. All right, let's see. This colonist, remember, this colonist is this one. Let's see what happens to him. Oh man, it was infected. So he dies. I have to look after another colonist, all right? This one was infected. Oh man. I was hoping that it wasn't infected, but it is infected. So this colonist dies. The one, because he's dead, I'm going to put it right here. Now I need to find another colonist, all right? All right, the next thing I have to look after is, it says fault on P3. We put another fault on P3. Remember that if we get out of faults, we lose the game. Also, if we get out of cards, we lose the game. There are few cards still, but remember. Also, here it says an event. All the magnetic resources available are in bad shape. Discard all. Well, I didn't have any magnetic. It was in 0 on both, so it doesn't matter, this one. And now it's time to move the threads. So it begins with the green one. Oh, yeah, we put this here. And it begins with the green one. It moves 1. The next player is this one, so it goes back here, and because it hasn't reached the player, it moves 1, and now it has 2 strength and 2 movement. Okay. Now it's green's turn. What should I do? I have to find more colonists. Another one. So here there is a control station, and I'm not sure if I have found any more. What was here? No, I didn't. What I'm going to do? I'm the green one, so what I'm going to do, let's see how many rooms are. Remember, there are 10 and the dock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rooms. The rooms that contain objects and resources are the ones that are yellow. So now I think I'm going to use the explorer. So first I'm going to learn it. Remember, I can have 6 objects. I'm going to learn to use the explorer, and now I'm going to use it. To use it, I need a nuclear and 1 action. All right. So now I have to use the explorer. You have to use one die and put it in the 6. I put it here, and now I move it 1. This is revealed. The explorer cannot move the tiles, but because I am here, I can move them. So I use an action and move this through like this. This one costs me another action. Now the explorer moves here, and I reduce this to excuse me, 1 action of the explorer was to go here, and another action of the explorer is to go here. Now I reveal this. Let's see what it is here. The 5 and 5. 2 objects that I cannot see because the explorer doesn't show them, but I see that here there is a control room. Okay, so I've used 1, 2. Here's the. What should I do? I'm not sure if I'm interested using it this more, but I revealed this one. Oh, this is the hive. All right, now the queen enters into play. You're going to see the queen. This goes here. 3, and the queen is into play, and the explorer disappears because the queen and the explorer cannot be in the same room. Okay, it's the queen destroys it. Imagine that the queen has destroyed it. So what I'm not sure, I think you can leave it, and you can also take it later. Okay, this is lost, and also there are 2 objects along with the explorer that has disappeared. And now the queen appears. All right, so now we will have to look that the queen doesn't reach the dock. Okay, now I still have 2 actions for this player, and what I'm going to do is to reveal this for 1 action. Didn't like what it. Well, it's not bad at all. Oh no, I couldn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't because this is not connected. All right, I've done it bad this play, but what I'm going to do is to move this one here, for example, for 1 action, and discover this room for another action. All right, so now at least I could go back there. Okay, I've wasted all my actions for the green player. Now I have the red player with one colonist that I don't know if it's infected or not. All right, what am I going to do? First thing I'm going to do is to to try to, oh, what am I going to do, man? All right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move here. My first move is going to be that. My second is going to take one resource, magnetic resource, because I'm in this zone. My third is going to move this. No, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Nah, I'm not sure. Okay. This one is going to get into me, so what I'm going to do is move this one for another action, and now at least it cannot reach me in two movements. Now it hasn't got the possibility, but it can go through here. It could go here, 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 or yeah. And another action is going to be go here. All right. No, excuse me. Another action is going to be to leave the sentinel here. I leave it here. So the sentinel, what does is if a token, if a disk token goes to, if a disk thread token goes to a sentinel, it disappears. So I leave it here, and now I've wasted all my actions. Now my turn is over. This goes back here. We reset the actions and we take the next card. Let's see. It says Eclosion on 5. The only one that it could be is the one that is with me in 5, G5. Let's see. It's this one. Oh, it's not infected. Good news. All right, good news. So now we know that this colonist is not infected. This colonist is, sorry, this colonist is this one that it is not infected. That's good news. The next is, let's see, the fault in W4. W4 is here. We'll take this one and put it here. Next, move the queen. Now, the queen, how does she move? She has to go here. It uses the same path rules that the thread tokens, but she's not stopped by locks or seals. All right, she breaks all. So she moves one. This here. All right, she goes there. Now threads in threads is the turn of the threads. The red thread could go to this character, yes, so it moves one and increases one, and now it's red turn. So now what I'm going to do is to move, as my first action, move this. Why? Because I want this thread token to pass through this sentinel. My second action is going to be I'm going to put this room like this. This is my second action. My third action is I'm going to go here. No, excuse me. My third action is I'm going to go here. My fourth action is going to get into the power loader. And my fifth action is going to take the power loader out. All right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now it's green turn. Remember, green was going to look after more colonists. For that, it is good idea to go here, where is a control room. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter what to do, so I think I'm going to do this. 1, 2. Let's see what was here. A flare and a scanner. I'm going to take the flare. This is the green, excuse me. Oh, another flare. I did have one. Okay, I'm going to take another flare. I moved 1, 2, and 3 for taking the flare. And the scanner, I'm not going to take it. 4. Let's see, another flamethrower. I've got already one. Oh, tools. The tools are interesting because with them I can take out locks, and also I can repair these rooms. Okay, I'm going to take tools. I'm going to take them by one, using one action, and I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to use the control station to look after another colonist. Let's see if I can find another one. 2. It is a 2. We see in the active card, 2 says that in, 2 says that in W5 there is a colonist. Let's see, W5 is here. All right, very close. So I could try to escape. This goes well, I think. All right, I wasted all. Yeah, I wasted all because this was the throwing of the dice. And now is I finished. Okay, we change this here and we take the next card. It says eclosion in 4. This new colonist is in 5, so it doesn't affect it. And the other colonist that is with me, it wasn't infected. All right, so now here it says a fault in G1. G1 is right. G1, 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 I don't find it. G5, G2, G4. This is G1. Yeah, here. All right. And now we see more. It says move all the threats one sector. Resolve possible encounters. All right, so all threats, move one sector. Let's start for the green one. It moves 1. It goes here because the most, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2. Here is the let's see. No, in any case, 1, 2, 3. No, in any case, it should have to go from here to here, and then decide if it has to go to here or here. So the thread, one sector goes here and the other goes here. Because it is a sentinel here, this thread is removed, all right? And the thread goes down. This is removed, we put it back again in one and put it here. And now it says queen. All right, the next thing to move is the queen. The queen cannot go here. Remember, I turned this tile, so the queen goes here. She wants to get here. The next turn, she's gonna make it. All right, and the next thing I have to do is moving the threads. All right, it's the green turn, so is the thread, it moves 2, and it's here. So 1, and it could go to here or to here. The lower, you have to look for the lower number. This is a 6 and this is a 1. So it goes here and increases in 1, 3. Okay, and now it's green's turn. Now I'm going to get to that colonist, all right? So I'm going to move. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move 1, 1, 2, 3. This colonist, this bald man, that is this one. And remember, we have to put 1 token. We don't know if it's infected or not. And we have made 3. All right, we have 2 actions. Remember, the ability of the green character, that is scientific, is that he can look privately if a colonist or another player that is in the same tile is infected without using medical equipment. So even I have medical equipment, but I don't have to use it. I can see, let's see, it's infected, but he doesn't die yet, all right? He's infected. Now, I have to use 1 action to use this ability. Now I have to go to the tile, this one, that has this surgery. I can operate it. So I'm going to move. It's pretty dangerous because of this. Not sure what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. I'm going to move this like this, and this is my final action. So for the next turn, I'll have to take out this with the tools to pass. All right. No, excuse me, I did a bad move. I did a stupid move. This was here, right? My final action is going to be this one. That's better move. Now I don't have to use to unlock this one. All right. All right. Okay, so now it's red turn. And with red, what I'm going to do is to red has this scanner. I'm going to scan this. All right, so I'm using 1 action to scan this. This is in the green. Oh, I forgot to put, no, this one here. With 1 action, I scan this. All right. One action and excuse me, one action, and I have to use one nuclear resource. I had one, so I use it, and now I can see what is this. Oh, it's a xenomorph. A xeno what? A xenomorph. Excuse me for the bad joke. Those fans of Aliens will know what I'm talking about. If you're not fan of Aliens, why are you looking at this game? I don't understand it. A game that is only in Spanish language. What are you looking at? Okay. Okay, so it's a xenomorph. I have flamethrower and also have resources, nuclear resources. Even the other player has flamethrower and nuclear resources, so I can deal with that one. So I'm just simply going to wait there. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to wait, I think. Or perhaps... No, I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to move one. I'm going to move one. This tile. And the red one, I haven't got more resources, so I'm going to move here. You can only move one with the power loader. You can only move one, but you can still do the same things that you could do without the power loader. The only thing that it does is to fight against the queen. Okay, so I've moved one. One to do to turn the tile. Two to move the power loader. Three, I'm going to use the third one to recharge magnetic resource. And what else can I do? No, I can't do anything else, so I'm staying there. Now, it's the end of the turn, I think. Yeah. So I take another card. Let's see. Eclosion on one. I hope it is not. No, fuck. I'm in W1. Oh, and I had, remember, I had. Oh, no. The one that has this new colonist, the one that is impregnated is here in 5. So good. I had very much luck right now. Okay, a fault in M4. M4 is that's not in play, so we go to P4, that it's the next. P4, it's here. P4, it's right here. Also, it says in W, move in clockwise all the sectors one position. So in W, all sectors one position. Oh, this affects me. Okay, this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. It's a little bit fiddly, as you can see. This one was here and this one was here. This one goes here and this one goes here. All right. Now, the threats. All right. We are in. Oh, excuse me. This is. I have to change this. This resets. So this is the red turn. All right. And the red disc goes to G1. It goes to G1. Let's see if I can show where it is. G1. G1 is right here. All right, and now it's red turn. What I'm going to do is to um, pick up one resource for one action, one nuclear resource, and what else I'm going to do? And move this tile here. I'm thinking of helping this other player, all right? This is my second action. And now I'm not going to do anything else, I think. No, yeah, I'm going to use the scanner. I didn't remember. I'm going to use the scanner with this one. Remember that when you put this disk, you have to put here a new token. So I'm using with an action and a magnetic token. This one, I have two, now I have one. I'm using the scanner over this. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a cat. This is a cat. Doesn't mind. It's, well, I didn't show you very well. This is a cat, all right? So good news. All right, so now it's, I'm not going to do anything else, I think. I don't have any more. I could pick up this, perhaps. It's not of use. It's a hiding place, and I'm going to use it. I think we're gonna win. Huh? I have only 4 turns left because of these faults that only remain 4, but I think I'm gonna win because I can deal with this xenomorph. Excuse me, sir, a xeno what? Yeah, a xenomorph, and I can deal with a cat also. So the next thing we do is oh, I didn't move the queen, I think. Yeah, I didn't move the queen. I should have moved the queen before putting into the threads. So the queen moves here. Queen stays here, all right? This is the final objective of the queen, to stay there. And now the next thing I'm gonna do is to the green player. Okay, the first thing that happens is that the thread gets to the red player. We already know what it is. This goes back to 1 and stays here, and the thread it's this xenomorph. Excuse me, sir. A what? A xeno what? A xenomorph. All right. I stopped doing that joke. I'm sorry. And that xenomorph, I can deal with it because I've got a flamethrower and I've got nuclear resources. So I use 1 because there is only 1 xenomorph. If there were 3 xenomorphs, I should have had to have 3 nuclear resources, all right? But because there is only one xenomorph, I only use 1, and that means that the xenomorph thread is out. And now is the green turn. My first movement is go here. Second thing I'm going to do is use the medical. Oh no. Oh yeah, no. Second movement, second action is going to use I'm going to recharge a magnetic resource. Third action is going to be to use the medical equipment that requires, remember, it requires a magnetic resource that I already have gotten in this turn. So I'm using this, lowering the magnetic, And what I'm doing is removing this token that I knew that this token was chest buster. Well, I'm removing it. So now I have a not infected colonist. Oh, I forgot to pick up the colonist. That is another action. All right. So the colonist, I'm right now with him. I imagine that I've done it before. I pick up the colonist and then go to here. All right. All right. I'm almost ending the game. Now I've ended all my actions. So this goes back here, and we take the next card. Next card says Eclosion in 4. There are no status tokens, so there's no problem. We're not going to use it. If I didn't, well, no, because I'm in W1. Okay. The next thing is to put in Y5 another fault token here. All right. Now there is an event that says move the queen alien 1 position, but she doesn't move because she's already where her goal is. All right, so she doesn't move. Next thing is to move the queen. That for the same reason she doesn't move. And now the threats. We go with the green threat that in the card says go to P2, excuse me, P2. So the green thread goes to P2, that it's right here. And now we reset all the actions. Okay, so now is the turn of the green. Okay. I could have done before that the red get out of the power loader. I didn't thought of that. Well, okay. I think I'm losing a turn because of that. I hope this is not a game changer and I'm not losing the game because of this. I hope. I think this is here. All right. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is to okay, I'm going to throw. I have 2 flares. All right, I'm going to throw for throwing the flares. You only have to use 1 action and you throw it to an adjacent tile. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I have 2 flares, I'm going to throw both using 2 actions, 1 and 2. And I'm throwing 1 here, and remember the green player is here, and another one here. Okay. I'm not sure if I can throw a flare to a non-discovered. Let's see. Nah, the rules doesn't say anything about this, so I'll throw 1 here and 1 here. All right. Let's see what happens. I wasted 2 actions on this, and I think I'm going to use another action to recharge magnetic the magnetic resource, and now I'm not going to do anything else. I think, oh yeah, I'm going to learn how to use the tools, so I have to use another action. All right, now I have all 3 tokens, object tokens learned. Now it's turn of the other player. Okay, I use 1 action to use the scanner. No, I'm not going to use the scanner. I'm going to use 1 action to move here with the with the queen, and second action to push the queen here. All right. Also, once you are doing that, you lose one life, because each time you fight with the queen, you lose one life. All right. So I'm doing that. I have moved one and pushed two. Now I'm going to stay here. Okay. I'm going to do this scanner just to see what is. I think this was the cat. Let's see what is that. Use another action and a a magnetic token to see what is this. Oops, I didn't put this token here. Now I'm going to see what it is. Oh, it's the horde. This is the horde. Oh, please, I have to get out of here right now. Get out onto the ship. If the horde captures you, you go to the hive and you gain an status token. So, wow, I have to avoid to be caught by that horde. All right. So now I ended my turn, and this resets, and this one goes back here. I take another card. Eclosion. There are no status markers. Fault on P2. P2 is right here. Also, it says, oh, increase the value of all the threats in 1 point. This is not very good. 1 point and 1 point. Now the queen, that I don't have to move the queen because she's already where she wants to be. And now the threats. The red threat, it moves 2 because now it has a 2. 1, and it went to where the flare is. The flare ends here. It stops the threat. Even if it has to move 2, it stops the threat. All right. And it's the red. No, excuse me. The queen is not where she wants to be. The queen goes here. I forgot, sorry. The queen goes here and destroys this lock. She just destroyed it. And now because I'm in the power loader, the queen doesn't capture me, okay? But I'm going to lose 1 life. Of the red character is going to lose 1 life. And now the next thing is the threats. So the red threat has already moved. Now I have the red actions. So for 1 action, and I already have lost the life. For 1 action, I push again the queen. For a second action, I get out of the power loader and I'm getting into the ship. And then I think this character has nothing else to do, and we pass to the green character that for 1 action gets here, and it goes to the ship also, and we have escaped and win. Remember this threat. No, excuse me. Before this movement, it is the movement of the threat that it moves to 1. Because this is closed, and it could go here, but it also has here, and remember it has the flare, so it goes to the flare and it stops. And now I'm using the one action to go here to the ship and escaping with one colonist each, and the colonists, both colonists are not infected. So I won the game. I'm very happy because you have seen a lot of things. I almost died because there were only two tokens left of faults. Also, this was a cat, so it didn't worry me. But this one was the horde that if it was going to capture me. And if you encounter the horde, it doesn't matter if you have a flamethrower. So you also have seen the queen. You have seen a lot of things in this playthrough, and well, there were only also a couple of cards, so the game was ending anyway. You'll say, what happens if the cards end? If the cards end, you have an extra turn to try to escape. But in this case, it would have ended before because there were two faults, and I didn't have used the tools. This object that I had, I didn't have used it to repair any of the faults of the board. So well, I hope you have enjoyed and have made an opinion, a general opinion of how to play this game. If you like the video, please put a thumbs up and subscribe to the Spanish Gamer. Thank you very much and see you. Bye.